Top down, baby.
Motivation for
It's the
me.
blueprint, baby.
Is them telling me what I could not be. Oh well.
Understand that everybody ain't gotta be a dope boy to be fresh. I'll just tell you real quick how I became a millionaire in the hood. At 14, I got a job at with Colgate when it was allowing underprivileged, underage people to get a job and work. I worked there for 2 summers because my grandfather always believed in never giving nobody nothing, and he said you had to work for it. If you want something, you got to work for it. At 16, I got my first real job, which was at Branchbrook Roller Skating Ring. Shout out to Sabor and Malik. They took a chance on a brother that was 16 from the urban area and just wanted to work. And I was able to meet different people. Shout out to DJ Walla, shout out to Niles, shout out to all the people I met at working at Branchbrook Park at the skating ring. And at 17, I got a job thanks to my grandmother who worked at the prosecutor's office. I got a job in an internship working with the prosecutor's office because at one point I did think I wanted to be a cop. That would have been crazy. And then at 18, I finally got a real job, what you consider a real job at FedEx. During the course of FedEx, from 18 to 19, 18 to 20, I worked at the airport at FedEx. And then from 20 to currently, I worked as a courier driver. Along that route, I met this guy named Kingston when I was like 20 and I couldn't drive, but they had hired me. Shout out to Maria. And she was like, yo, he said, do you want to work here your whole life? And I said, sure, why not? He's like, nah, you don't want to work here your whole life. He told me how he's from Grenada, how he came over here, how he invested for his family. Rest in peace, Kingston. He died before he could retire. And he's like, hey, listen, you got to put some money in your 401k. They match you up to 6%, so at least put 6% in so you can get whatever money that they give you. So I put 6% in, and I did it. And what I found out was like a couple years later that you could take that money out and do stuff with it. So at 32, I realized that, yeah, I didn't want to work there, and I didn't want to have to work there for the rest of my life. I wanted to be financially free. So I've seen my grandfather do it, and I did the research. Shout out to Bigger Pockets. Shout out to Robert Kiyosaki. I did all the research online because YouTube is available, and I figured, yo, I could be a real estate investor and live financially free. So at 32, I got a duplex. I didn't get a single family house because if I got a single family house, I'd be stuck in it with debt. At 33, I got my second duplex. I could tell you how I did it if you watch the longer version of this. Same way through the 401k and do a HELOC. Now, at 35, I got a condo in Miami Beach. That's when I became a millionaire.
Down, baby.
Motivation for